Hi, my name's Connor and behind the camera is my wonderful wife Katie, and here's what to expect on this episode of Okay Let's Walk.
Despite the incredibly windy weather, we enjoy some stunning views on our way to one of my favourite huts in the Ruahine Ranges. And then I have an absolute crash out at a sign.
It really honestly pisses me off.
And my wife just doesn't seem to want to be on camera.
Right, well, we are back. It has been a little while since the last episode as me and my wife bought a Hungarian Vizsla to come on tramps with us, but it's taken up a lot of our time. So thankfully today he's at a friend's place of ours and we've got the night to ourselves. So we've picked the Ruahines and we're going to one of my favourite huts. We're going to Stanfield Hut, which I've been here many times, done plenty of hunting, which we do have the gun here with us today, so if we can get a deer on the deck that would be awesome, but otherwise it is an absolutely beautiful day. Very windy up the tops and driving over here, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one and see if we can't get anything. Okay, let's walk. And straight out the gate we've got this little river crossing. In the winter times I have seen this river right up where it's just impassable, real swirly brown muddy water, and I've just not attempted it and gone to another hut. But today we are very lucky. It is, yeah, I mean, I'm standing here. I've seen it up to about here before, so, and the rivers down further should be just as good as this. Tomorrow we might head out the river track and we'll show you what that's like as well.
The good thing about this track is it gets you uphill over and done with right at the very start. Though since last time I was here it is definitely overgrown quite a bit and the camera doesn't capture how steep this section is. It's not too bad, but definitely not the funnest. But it only lasts about 15 minutes or so. And then just as you think you've broken out of it, you end up on a nice grassy track which has more uphill. But follow this section up for about 5 minutes and you'll find yourself
up here at the top, and thank goodness, because that section there just feels like it never ends. But hey, now we're on the flat, and now that we're on the flat we can load up the rifle. For those who are interested, it's a 7.62 by 39. It's the same round as the AK-47, but this is out of a bolt action Ruger Ranch if you're interested in that. But yeah, so we're gonna carry on and we'll see if we can't find a deer, but otherwise it's pretty easy walking from here on in. Let's hunt.
This flat grassy section makes for both easy walking and nice easy hunting as well. Though it was midday around 2 o'clock, I've seen plenty of deer up here at this time before, but despite the perfect weather conditions, the wind blowing in our face, there just didn't seem to be many animals around. But that is okay, because though I enjoy hunting, I enjoy tramping just as much. I always say to my mates, friends and family, if I go hunting, I'm going for a tramp, and if I get a deer, that's the bonus. You're pretty sheltered in with bushes either side, but occasionally they drop off to reveal the beautiful Ruahines. But at the lookout, there's not much tree cover at all, and you get the full brunt of how windy it was that day.
Well, we've made it to the lookout, as you can see, and absolutely a very windy day. So we're about to head down into the river and then off to the hut. I just want to make a quick side note. This here, if you're on dock land hunting, it is an absolute privilege. It puts food on the table for your family. We enjoy the hunting side of it, the thrill, and it removes the pests from the environment so we can have nicer bush to enjoy. When you come in here and you start shooting these signs up, what do you think it makes us hunters look like? It makes us look like absolute reckless animals. It really honestly pisses me off. So if this is you, don't come back into the Ruahines or any dock land. This is just absolutely appalling. It gives us a terrible reputation, and we can see why a lot of trampers don't like hunters.
But all ranting aside, the track down to the river is absolutely wonderful. A good amount of twists and turns through the lovely bush.
Right, so unfortunately there have been no deer today. We are not too far from the hut, so it is time to unload the rifle and then make it all clear and safe. Here we go, nice clear rifle. When approaching the hut, that's what you got to do. So make sure that you follow the rules and make sure everything's nice and safe and people feel safe. Right, 2 more minutes, 1 more minute, hut's right there. Alright, well, we've arrived at the hut, lovely Stanfield Hut right here. It's one of my favourite huts. I've been here quite a number of times, but I've actually only stayed in it maybe 4 nights before, so this will be my 5th, which I'm very much looking forward to. Thought the wind would die down a little bit down in this valley, but it has made a bit of a funnel of itself, so might be a bit of a loud night, unfortunately. And unfortunately no deer on the way in, but that's okay. We might go for an evening hunt tonight, and in the morning we might also go for a bit of a hunt on the way out. But for now we're just going to tuck into some nice hearty dinner.
But first, let's check out Stanfield Hut. Starting outside, we have the classic orange look with the woodshed close to the hut, handy for if it's raining. There is also a water tank, just remember to boil your water before you drink it. And 20 metres or so from the hut, we have a long drop. Don't forget to bring your own toilet paper. Moving inside, we have 8 mattresses, a little wood burner and a kitchen bench. So that is Stanfield Hut. Small, cosy and well worth the stay. Right, now let's tuck into some dinner.
Right, so for dinner tonight we have the new Real Meals Sri Lankan curry. Never had these ones before, but we'll give them a go. Always been on the back country, so nice to change it up and get something different in your system. We'll see how these go. And while we wait for those meals to cook, Katie has set up her wonderful little hammock, which is so nice on tramps like this. Bit windy, but we can still enjoy a nice little hammock in the breeze. You enjoying it, Katie?
Yeah.
Loving it? Cozy as.
Wrap up like
There you go.
Thank you.
Dinner with a somewhat average view. It's actually not too bad, so we'll tuck into that and we'll give you a review in a minute.
We're eating the Sri Lankan curry from Real Meals, which is very good actually. I prefer these ones over the backcountry because they're not as sloppy. But no, this is really good. It doesn't have much heat to it, which is good if you don't like spice, and for tramping because it opens more variety to people that don't like spice, like the person behind the camera right there. But yes, highly recommend. Very yummy.
Right, so we had the dinner and I have to say, absolutely delicious. We will probably be switching to Real Meals. Absolutely love them. Now it's time for a little bit of dessert and we've got Katie back in the hammock telling us what's for dessert. What have we got, Katie?
Chocolate chip farmer baked cookies.
Oh yeah, they're going all down the gullet. What do you reckon? Whole packet?
Yeah.
Let's go. Yum, 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 yum. Let's get one of those. One down, like 40 to go. Well, after a very sufficient number of bickies, we've decided we're not going to go for an evening hunt. It's just too windy and all the animals will be moving around too much or bedded down in places where we don't want to go, so it's just not worth it today. But otherwise, we're going to tuck in for a good night and we'll catch you in the morning. Right, well, we've had a really lovely night in the hut. We had a couple of people practicing for Duke of Ed in there, so which is very cool. I wish I did that when I was in high school, but fortunately I didn't. I was too busy out here doing it myself, so we're going to head on back to the car today. We were thinking about going the river route, but after Cyclone Gabriel, the riverbed is just absolutely destroyed and unsure on how well we're going to be able to go along it. And we've also got a little bit of a time crunch because we've got to go pick up our puppy fairly early in the morning, so not too far before we have to do that, so we've got to sort of make tracks. From this hut you can go up to Cattle Ridge Hut, which is another really nice hut, very similar to this one, and then the other one you can go up is Takapari Road, so, but we're going to head back along the Holmes Ridge and to our car park, so let's carry on.
Like I mentioned, Cyclone Gabrielle really took its toll on this track. What was once a very lush green riverbed is now just a sea of pebbles and rocks and slides. But as usual, we still loved our walkout, with the Ruahenis giving us a beautiful display of a wonderful day. Although we didn't manage to find a deer on this trip, that's okay, because I did get to meet these two cool guys here. And if you like this video, subscribe for more. Give it a like and even comment a hut you would love to see in an upcoming video. I'll see you there.